Now we're going to transition to something a little bit lighter. Obviously, it's now springtime. Not quite feeling like it yet, but summer right around the corner. So we are talking with John Pagel at Pretty Lake Camp. It's a camp here in Michigan that is free to campers. John, thanks so much for being with us here tonight. We're talking with you because you guys are looking for quite a bit of staff to hire to make this camp a reality this year. You guys have been doing this for so long. Tell me a little bit about Pretty Lake Camp.
Yes, ma'am. We are going into our 109th summer of providing free summer camp to kids with less fortunate families or underserved families in the Kalamazoo area in Western Michigan. And yeah, we are looking for great team members to come down and be camp counselors, lifeguards, our adventure center folks, culinary team. So we were looking for everybody in all these positions to help make this camp a reality for these kids in the area that could really use great outdoor experiences at a summer camp.
Of course, and so many of us have great memories. I know I do, just from being at summer camp. It's such a staple memory for many kids growing up. Talk to me a little bit about, this camp in particular. You guys have been around for so long, but if someone's not familiar with what the camp looks like, what could kids expect that would take part?
Yeah, 109 summers this year. So been around for quite a while. And it's located on on Pretty Lake, just in Matawan. And it is a great all-around summer camp experience. We have the lake, we have kayaks, canoes, swimming, we have archery courses, we have hiking trails, we have a farm with goats and chickens, and we'll have some horses this year, and oh goodness, ropes courses at our adventure center. So a lot of team building, a lot of confidence building, and then other educational aspects about the woods and the forests and STEM based learning to help them keep going in the summertime and not have that summer slide.
Yeah, we love beating the summer slide here at 13 on your side. And as far as logistics for these counselors, for any parents who may be watching and thinking, yeah, my kid needs a job this summer, I know there are just some parameters as far as who can apply for this job, what the job looks like. Can you explain just a little bit about, the details of who can apply for these jobs?
Yep, at least 16 years old, but it's actually a pretty great deal. We have 6 straight weeks of summer camp, and you get room and board while you're here, and you go 5 days with campers, and then you have 2 days off, and then 1 day, you come back and prep, and then you get into the next camp. So it's kind of a rolling 5-day camp cycle for 6 total camp cycles. So yeah, it's pretty intensive when you're here because you have up to 100 kids per camp cycle, and it's a lot of activity. We try to keep the kids really busy, but we also I mentioned the culinary teams. We make sure we keep them fed and energized, so we have three meals a day plus snacks scheduled. So we keep them going, we keep them energized, and give them those opportunities that they may not have otherwise. So it's a great experience for these young teens as well to come and be a part of this and be a part of some of these children's summer experiences.
Yeah, absolutely. You can learn so many great skills, so many life skills in having that summer job. I certainly remember that. And for maybe someone doesn't have a teenager who can work at the camp, but maybe they're thinking, oh, this is something my child may enjoy as a camper. Again, this is a free camp. Can you kind of just break down the logistics as far as, how you can become a camper?
There are some parameters sometimes. Primarily it's financial parameters, and then there are some other underserved aspects, but we do have an application process. Those applications will be ready on our website starting April 1st. We'll have those applications ready. for guests to fill out. Um, and you mentioned that, even if you don't have a teen or family to do it, if you're an adult and you're looking for volunteer opportunities, we have volunteer opportunities out at the camp too, to help us get ready as we clean up, all the winter leaves and logs and limbs that fell down. So there's opportunities to pitch in and help because we are a nonprofit. So we do this every year with donations and help from our community.
Absolutely. And whether someone is interested in being a volunteer, a counselor, or a camper, one last question for you. Can you just kind of break down the vibe or the essence of Pretty Lake Camp? Whichever way you are participating, how people end up leaving the summer being a part of this camp here in Michigan.
I mean, from a child's aspect, it's a way to get them into nature and really be a part of something fun. If they do have a challenging situation at home, this is a great place to get away and be a kid and have fun and learn as well. And then, as from the counselor, employee, volunteer side, I mean, it's just to be a part of that and make a special memory for a child at this point in their life. It's really sometimes hard to explain how fulfilling that is and can be. And it just really makes you want to do more and how you can get involved more and, help, and that's all it is. And I mean, with the challenges we have going on today and in the world and the economy and all those scary things, this is a great place to, get a child out of that area and get them thinking about something fun. Like, what am I going to do next? Go swimming or go climb a perfectly good tree, 30 feet up in the air.
I love that. So many of those core memories can just be made in the camp atmosphere or out in the wilderness or with new friends that you may meet at camp. So I really appreciate your time. I'm going to go over logistics of the camp in just a moment, but I do just want to say thank you so much for talking with us. John, again, this is Pretty Lake Camp. They have more than 50 positions of all types that are available. You do have to be at least 16 years old, but as John mentioned, there are also volunteer opportunities for adults if you're looking for something to fill your time. And this is Pretty Lake Camp. You can find all their info on their website. This is all happening in Mattawan, Michigan. John, thanks so much again for talking with us. We really appreciate your time, and hopefully this will help get you some more counselors to make that camp so awesome for, is it 109th year?
Our 109th summer.
109th.
I mean,
Incredible.
It's crazy.
Okay,
Yes.
John, thanks
Yep.
for your time. We really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having us on. Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.